Today we're going to be going through one of my favorite things, and that's the core. What I have planned today is what we call Mike Mitchell's Core Fusion. It's an ab/core circuit that's going to get you shredded down and ready to go. The first exercise is probably one of the most difficult, but it's something new, and that's important. You want to do new exercises that you don't do all the time. This way your body's not used to it. Our first movement we call the rolling squat. You're going to first start in a standing position. Your feet are planted, hip length apart. You're going to lower yourself down onto the ground. Once onto the ground, you're going to roll back, gaining some momentum. Using momentum, engaging your core, you're going to come right back, roll back into a standing position, trying to allow very little movement in your feet. You're going to repeat this and every exercise that I repeat forward 30 seconds at a time. After that movement, our next movement, we're going into sprinters. This is one of my favorite ab/core exercises. We're going to start nice and flat on our back. Our arms are at 90 degrees, just as if we were sprinting. We're driving opposite arm, opposite leg, while your chest and your thigh are coming close together. It's very important, as you see, that I call this exercise sprinters and not joggers. So what that really means is that you want to do this exercise as quick as you can. Our next core movement is called rows. Your feet should not be touching the ground at all during this exercise. Very similar to someone who would be rowing on a boat. You're driving your legs up as your back comes off the ground, making sure that your knees and your chest come close together. From that point forward, you come back down, allowing your back and shoulders to touch the ground, but not allowing your feet to touch the ground. After that movement, our next movement, we're going into what's called the Russian twist. You're started almost in a seated position. Your arms are going to cross your body. Your toes are going to be pulled up into what we call a dorsiflex position. Your legs are off the ground, and just to allow some challenge for yourself, do not cross your legs if you don't have to. You're simply moving back and forth in a twisting movement as quick as you can. You're trying to generate some force and generate some torque. It's very common that you're not just going to feel this in your abs, but your obliques, your hip flexors, even your lower back as well. Our next movement is what we call flutter kicks. For a flutter kick, your body is going to be nice and straight. You're laying on your back. Your hands are going to be under your butt just to support your lower back. You're going to bring your legs off the ground. Very important that you maintain your legs being straight and your feet in what's called a dorsiflex position. Said differently, your toes being pulled up. Nice and quick in short movements, you're going to be kicking your legs up and down. This one is going to burn, so brace yourself for it. But remember, every rep that you do, you're getting closer to your goal. Our final movement is what we call the iso abs plank. You're going to come on your forearms with your palms pointed up. Very important that you don't grasp your hands together and clench them together. With your palms up, your shoulders are going to be directly over your elbows. Your back is going to be nice and straight, making sure that your butt's not going too high or too low. You're engaging your core. To really make sure that you're doing that, make sure you're pulling your belly button into your spine as hard as you can. You're going to maintain this position for 30 seconds, just like the other core exercises that came before it. You're going to allow yourself 1 minute to recover from this circuit, and then you're going to repeat each exercise in the circuit again for 30 seconds till you get 3 times through each exercise.